Yes, good morning, class.
Yafika morning bana.
Amonge, ausikina nini? Welcome to today's class. Uh, just a minute. It's okay. Yeah, I can see we are a good number. We can proceed. Our lesson objectives as follows. By the end of the lesson, the learner should be able to list the components of computer hardware and also be able to describe the central processing unit. We are dealing with the components of computer hardware, and as you can see, we have four components, that is input devices, output devices, processing devices, and memory, that is storage devices. Let us start with the processing devices. The central processing unit uh, is also called a processor, central processor, or microprocessor. It receives instructions from both the hardware and active software and produce output accordingly. It stores all important programs like operating systems and application softwares. CPU also helps input and output devices to communicate with each other. Then lastly, CPU, it is often referred to as the brain of the computer. That is where everything is performed. Then we have CPU installation. CPU is installed or inserted into a CPU socket located on the motherboard. Furthermore, it is provided with a heatsink to absorb and dissipate heat to keep the CPU cool and functioning smoothly. We move to components of the CPU. There are three. We have the ALU, that is arithmetic logic unit. Then we have control unit and memory or storage unit. As you can see it in our chart here. Proceed to control unit. Look at each and every part of it. That is control unit. It is the circuitry. It is the circuitry in the control unit which makes use of electrical signals to instruct the computer system for executing already stored instructions. It takes instruction from memory and then the codes and execute this instruction. So it controls the coordinates and the functioning of all parts of the computer. ALU, it is the arithmetic logic unit. That is arithmetic logic unit. The abbreviation is ALU, which performs arithmetic and logical functions. Arithmetic functions include addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and conversion. Logic functions mainly include selecting, comparing, and matching the data. A CPU mainly contains more than one ALU. Furthermore, ALUs can be for maintaining timers that helps run the computer. Then we move to memory storage unit, which is also called the register. It is called random access memory, that is RAM in short. Temporary stores data, programs, and intermediate and functional results of processing. So it acts as a temporary storage area that holds the data temporarily, which is used to run the computer. Then CPU clock speed. The clock speed of a CPU or a processor refers to the number of instructions it can process in a second. Uh, it is measured in gigahertz. For example, a CPU with a clock speed of 4.0 gigahertz means it can process 4 billions of instructions in a second. Then we move on to the types of CPU. CPU are mostly manufactured by Intel and AMD, each of which manufactures its own types of CPUs. In modern times, there are a lot of CPU types in the market. Some of the basic types of CPUs are described below. We have single core CPU. A single core is the oldest type of computer CPU which was used in the year 1970s. It has only one core to process different operations. It can start only one operation at a time. A CPU switches back and forth between different sets of data streams when more than one program runs. So it is not suitable for multitasking as the performance will be reduced if more than one application runs. Then performance of this CPU is mainly dependent on the clock speed. It is still used in various devices like phones and so many other. Move on to dual core CPU. As the name suggests, dual contain two cores in a single integrated circuit. Although each core has its own controller and cache, they are linked together to work as a single unit, and thus it can perform faster than the single core processor and can handle multiple tasks more efficiently than a single core processor. Then we have quad core CPU. This type of CPU comes with two dual core processors in one integrated circuit or chip. So a quad core processor is a chip that contains four independent units called cores. These cores read and execute instructions of CPU. The cores can run multiple instructions simultaneously, thereby increasing the overall speed of the program that are compatible with parallel processing. Thank you very much. We have come to an end of our class. Any question, members?
No question, sir.
Thank you and have a good and pleasant day. Thank you, Aisha. Thank you, Maureen.